Hello out there, beautiful people. This is Prosper Michael, live from Prime Media Studio. Yes, as we always do over here, I'll be giving you a tidbit today from major headlines, from major news online platform. I'll give you some of the major stories that made the headlines. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And I'm happy that you joined us at this time. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you get to be seeing us whenever we're on. So today I'm going to start with the story from Peter Obi, that from the Vanguard newspaper online platform. We saw demolition. Nigerians shouldn't be subjected additional hardship. That is from LP presidential candidate Peter Obi. So he's saying that Nigerians should not be subjected to more hardship because we saw a lot of stories making the rounds where a lot of people houses were demolished, and some of these people spent a lot of money to build this, and we saw a lot of hardship in the round right now regarding the fuel subsidy removal and a lot of things, and people are now having issues with their houses being demolished. So he's saying that this is not the right time to do this, and since it's done already, there should be need to quickly compensate this set of people that are building get demolished by the government, in order to ease the pain on Nigerians. So that's on the Vanguard newspaper, and if you go further, still on the Vanguard, we can see that subsidy removal, FS unification, World Bank tax Tinubu to rebuild physical space. All this already, Nigerians are bearing the brunt of these policies already, and our World Bank is advising the president to quickly use this medium and rebuild in order to alleviate poverty struggle from Nigerians, and that's what they are urging him to do here. Because as we speak right now, the fuel price is unstable. In some places, you buy at the rate of 488 naira per liter, and in some other places it's as high as 500 naira per liter, and some other states also is about 600 and thereabout. And as a result, a lot of people, some businesses are already increasing their fees, and price of items is skyrocketing. And the impact, some people are still saying that the impact is not yet felt properly, because by next month, July, hopefully, those that have sold off their old stock, they'll be buying new stock, they will have to factor in the price, the cost of transporting these commodities from whatever is being purchased to the sales point. We factor this cost in, and we're likely going to see a lot of price of loss of items going up, and which really adds a lot of hardship, bring hardship on the average Nigerians. So now it's all World Bank. You can see that story on the Vanguard, where World Bank has been advising the government to quickly do something that can really help to make lessen the pain and the burden of this fuel subsidy removal and others. Of course, on the Vanguard also, we also saw that Boko Haram eliminates own top leader, orders over attempt to form faction. So there's this infighting in the camps of Boko Haram, where it's likely, it's expected, because they're involved in illegality. So, and whoever is strong there want to be the head. So we saw the infighting there taking place, and a lot of people will be really happy over this. Uh, so that story is on the Vanguard newspaper online platform. So we'll move on to the next story that talked about World Bank approves fresh $500 million loan for Nigeria. So we saw previous government was involved in one loan, from one loan to the other, and now we also have this administration getting loans from World Bank. Okay, so the story is on the Chinese news platform, and we hope these loans are properly used for what is necessary, and not collected and spent on individual or things that will not be able to pay it back, because a lot of work that needs to be done in this country, and I hope these loans will be channeled to those platform that needs it. For example, if such loan is used to ensure there's a stable electricity in the country, I'm sure a lot of people will not, nobody will be able to speak against it. People will be happy, because just imagine you have stable electricity at home, and a lot of them will appreciate that. Okay, moving on. This story talked about, still on a China news platform, IGP Egbetokun orders all police convoys to obey traffic regulations. This story, you can see this on the Chinese news platform. So it has become, that is the word in Menex, especially in Lagos, where some of these officials can just, even drive on one way, um, you know, stop. They don't mind bother about traffic lights, and she's siren blaring all over the place. I think the IG has taken note of this, and he quickly put this into part of his first initiative to ensure that the laws are obeyed, not just by the citizens, are lived by the officials. So he issued the directives on Monday, the meeting with mobile police squadron and commanders at the force headquarters in Abuja. According to him, it was important that his men lead by example and be held accountable before the law. Yeah, it's very important, and I hope this directive is obeyed, because I can't testify to this. I think when you see some of these siren blaring and moving, whenever they beat traffic, other civilian will also follow suit, believing that if the officials can beat traffic, I can also beat the traffic. And I hope that they can be serious about this and lead by example, so that when the traffic light says stop, everybody, no matter who you are, what you are doing at that time, you obey traffic laws. I'm sure if I see a policeman obey the traffic law, I dare not try to beat that traffic light, because I know what was going to come after that. So he has ordered that they have to obey all traffic laws. Okay. So moving on, we can see from the Nation newspaper, federal government introduces proof of ownership fee for vehicles. So if you're going to own any vehicle, you have to pay a fee for proof of ownership. I think before now, once it used to be, I think about 1,000 baht has been is a fee right now. So it's renewable every year. So if you must own a vehicle, be ready to pay the cost of proof of ownership. Okay. So we hope all these policies and will not be so heavy on the citizens. Okay. Moving on, the election has come and gone, but the battle is still ongoing at the court, at the tribunal. And of course, now we saw that European Union mission submits report on the 2023 general elections. So they have observed and they have submitted a report to INEC. And we also know before now, the EU have hinted that the election lacked transparency. Yes, that was a hint we saw from them before now, that the election lacks transparency. So I'm sure this will be part of the report that was submitted to the INEC. So I know that the election is being contested by PDP and the LP at the election tribunal, which I also know that they have closed their case. So the case is the calling of witnesses and all that has been closed. So the case is still ongoing, and so that is how it is. So moving on, also we saw Sanwo-Olu, a wife voted without invalid voter cards. Witness test tribunal. The Lagos State governor has been, the witness has said that the governor elect and the wife, their uh, ID card, their voters card were invalid because they believe or they saw that the Beavers rejected the voters card, stating that it was invalid. Yet they were still permitted to carry their votes. So that's the witness. So the matter is in court, and we believe the court will do justice to these issues on ground. So moving on, that story is on the Punch newspaper. You can get it there. And of course, before now, there was rumor here and there that on the 1st of July, that the tariff, electricity tariff will be increased. We're not certain how much, but right now there's this Disco awaiting next not to increase tariff. So the issue now is that Disco is awaiting NED before they will increase the tariff. So a lot of them have backtracked on the issue of just increasing the tariff on the 1st of July, because there's this cry all over the social media that the hardship will be too heavy for Nigerians to bear, because Nigerians are yet to recover from the fuel subsidy removal, the increase in cost of transportation, because a place where you can transport pay like 1,000 naira to is almost about 2,500 to 3,000 right now, because of the cost of the fuel subsidy removal and the increase in the fuel pump price. So this has really brought a lot of hardship for Nigerians, and this also a lot of people have complained that if electricity tariff is increased, it will be additional burden. So we saw a lot of backtrack right now that they are waiting next before they can increase it, which means that it's not going to be as it was proposed. Okay, yeah, it's just tidbits. You are still watching Prime Media News from Prime Media Studio. So it's just a tidbits, and I hope you have got the information, that you enjoy the moment, and we'll be giving more just later on. So for me here, Professor Michael and James behind the camera, so thank you. You have a lovely day ahead.